Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, great people. Welcome back to Global Happenings. Today, we're so excited to have you again. Finally, the video where CBN governor was being arrested as a criminal is currently trending on the social media. And interestingly, there had been a lot of reactions from Nigerians. Lawyers have spoken about it, but also there have been a lot of statement from different sources, and some believe that they cannot persecute Emefiele. Someone here said that they cannot prosecute him because if he start to mention names, Nigeria will catch fire. So he had to be suspended so they can now come to the media to say he is being investigated. He will soon be left to go and asked to leave the country for now. So the DSS has to deny he is in their custody to avoid questions from Nigerians on the fate of the CBN governor after his arrest. But the idea is to let him go. And at the moment, he is in their custody located near the villa. This move is just a way to remove him, and this was the best opportunity. So many other people have also spoken, but then we just want to look at what the lawyers are saying about this arrest of Emefiele. I mean, the whole thing is catching so much fire, and let's look at it from the perspective of the legal luminaries, what they have to say about his arrest. Now, lawyers under the aegis of United Lawyers for the Rule of Law Defense have expressed outrage over the midnight invasion of the Lagos resident of the Central Bank of Nigeria CBN Governor Dr. Godwin Emefiele and his forceful arrest by men of the Department of State Services, describing the development as undemocratic. In a press statement issued on Saturday by their leader, Honorable Obe Albert, the lawyer urged that arresting Emefiele despite a subsisting court order barring his arrest was against the norms of the rule of law. They subsequently called for his release out of respect for the court and the rule of law. The statement read: The High Court of the Federal Capital Territory in December 2022 barred the Department of State Services and the Inspector General of Police from arresting and detaining the Governor of Central Bank of Nigeria over allegation of terrorism and sundry offences against him. Also restrained by the court order are the Attorney General of the Federation, the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, and the Central Bank of Nigeria, who were listed as the first, second, and fifth defendants. Justice M.A. Hassan made the order while delivering a judgment in a suit marks GAR/CV/41/2022, filed by the Incorporated Trustee of the Forum for Accountability and Good Leadership. In a suit filed on December 19, 2022, the applicant, among other relief, prayed the court for a declaration that the continued harassment, intimidation, threat, restriction of free movement, abuse of the right of office, surreptitiousness, moves to arrest and humiliation of Emefiele by the respondent are vindictive, unwarranted, and abrasive. We urge President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to immediately call the DSS to order based on the subsisting court order. We believe strongly that Dr. Emefiele's arrest has put a question mark on the rule of law mantra of the president. It is too early in the day for this administration to begin to disobey court order. We therefore call for the Emefiele's immediate release. But I can assure you that that is stories for the gods. But first of all, what may possibly be the reason why he is being arrested? The truth is, there are myriads of issues considering what Nigerians are saying right now. One of it is this issue of Naira redesign. Possibly he has so many questions to answer there, and don't forget whether we like it or yes, this is Africa democracy. And in Africa democracy, the boss is the president. Whatever he dictates is exactly what everybody will do. Don't forget that this same Emefiele, very close to election, almost frustrated Bola Tinubu. Let's be real. He almost frustrated the man by ensuring that he redesigned the naira. And up till today, as we are talking, that redesigned naira, Nigerians are not laying hand on it again. Some people said it was a kind of payoff for him and all of that. Be that as it may, but I think that Emefiele is not above the law. If he has done anything wrong, he should be treated as an ordinary Nigerian, because being a central bank governor is just an appointment. If you were there and you did all manner of things to enrich yourself, it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter what you claim you are, you must be dealt with appropriately. You can't be there, be messing up with the people and expect that the security agencies should hold their hand and look at you. And then on the issue of um, court order, this same court order was what Nigerians were crying for before now, and everybody were looking down on it. Don't forget that court orders have existed before now and was ably disobeyed by the executive. At least topmost in the list was when we started feeling its power, was when the court called for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and nobody paid any attention to it. So right now, the issue of disobeying court order, whether the lawyers want to cry or shout or scream or go or possibly go on protest, it won't change anything. It's a precedent that has been set by Buhari, and it will be followed by other administration, whether we like it or not. It must be followed. And what we are seeing right now is the tip of the iceberg, because it's going to be more and more and more. But for me, I believe that if Emefiele has been found wanting in any area of his responsibility, he should be, be there to account for everything. He's a common Nigerian, just like every other person. So if he has eaten what he's not supposed to eat, or there were some fraudulent or some moves which possibly he was lured into doing by the previous administration, he must answer to it. But then, for me, I feel that the issue of Naira redesign is one of the main issue why he has been arrested by DSS, because DSS want to know more details about that. And I wouldn't like to say this person is behind it or the other person is behind it. But the truth is that he must give account of everything that had been under his jurisdiction. If he had failed, if he had eaten money, if he had favor maybe the president, previous president, or whatever, this is the time for him to, answer all of that. For me, I don't think that it's bad dealing with him. That's personal. I don't think, because we saw what happened. We saw what happened during the period of Naira redesign. Nigerians suffered, and there was no visible reason why that thing was done. Some people said it was a way of curbing, corruption and all of that. But at the end of the day, the man still won. So what was the essence of it? And when he won, they relaxed the policy immediately. There was no enforcement again. So I believe that the man also, the boss up there, feels that it was a move to frustrate him. And Emefiele cannot be spared at this point. But however, let's wait to hear what the DSS will say, because they already said that he's not in their custody. However, let's wait to see what will happen. That's where we like to leave it.